This Tweezie Da Don. Make sure y'all tune in to Tea Time with Bunky, August 29th. Yeah, I'm going to be on there. Tune in, 7 p.m. I can't wait.
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. What's his message? Hi, Dan. All right.
Welcome to Tea Time with
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky.
This is super recent.
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. I missed you guys. I really did. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Tea Time with Bunky. First, before I give all my thank yous to everybody, I just got to give a huge shout out to my man, Michael Jackson. Today would have been his 66th birthday. So as you all see over here in the corner over here, I have a picture of him. That is from his video Speed Demon off of the Bad album. So happy birthday to Michael Joseph Jackson. He will forever be in my heart and on my mind. So after that, okay, to my guest, put him back up there. Thank you to all my Tea Time with Bunky followers and subscribers. Those that have been on me with this journey from the beginning, I appreciate you. Those that are just learning about Tea Time with Bunky, I would like to welcome you to this journey that we have been on. A lot of things have been going on. You can catch Tea Time with Bunky on Thursdays for regular Tea Time with Bunky at 7 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can catch Political Tuesday with my guest is mostly Shad from the Rec Boys. Political Tuesday, that's on Tuesday, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at 6 p.m. You can catch Tea Time with Bunky on Thursdays at 8 a.m. on the VGN app on Culture Shock Radio, Confidence Radio, Radio Facetto, Rockbox Radio, Wapter Music, Gnarly FM, and Godfidence. I said Godfidence. Oh, look, God twice. So once again, that's VGN app. Go ahead, download it. You can hear it on 200 plus countries. Go ahead. Political Tuesday is where we're talking about everything political. We're diving deep into Kamala, getting to know more about her. For those that can't pronounce her name, it is Kamala. Kamala. That's how you say her name. My guest tonight is Mr. Let me get to his stuff. Mr. Antione Larry, a.k.a. Tweezie Da Don, which I want to know where the Tweezie Da Don came from. He's the CEO of Soldierbyblood LLC, founded in 2016 with a bachelor's degree in project management and associate in electrical engineering technology. Antoine has been the forefront of promotion and content creation. As the owner of My City Music Podcast Network since 2018, he has produced, engineered, and promoted various podcasts driven by passion for creativity and helping others realize their potential. Need more people like that. He was the valedictorian, shout out to Smart Boys, of ITT Tech Institute in 2016. Antoine currently serves as Executive Visual Director for Village Global Network, VGN. He is dedicated to giving back to the culture through Soldierbyblood.com, a platform designed to make dreams come true. So without further ado,
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky.
I got my tea.
You got your tea. I got my tea. It's Michael's birthday.
Happy birthday, Michael Jackson. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
King of pop.
Yes, God. Yes, he is. So tell everybody a little bit about you before we get into this conversation.
Yes. As she said, I'm Tweezie Da Don. I am owner of Louis Wood Production and CEO of Soldierbyblood.com. As she said, I love promotion. I love helping people. That's why I got into the business. And Right now, man, I'm here. I'm here with tea time. I'm ready. I'm ready for you to get to the tea.
You ready to get? Well, first of all, I
But
want to
yeah.
know where Tweezie Da Don came from, because when you sent me your pictures, right? I'm looking at the pictures, right? I'm like, okay, is this one Soldier Blood? Soldier? I don't know why I want to keep saying Soldier Boy, but I don't know why I want to do that.
Everybody do.
Okay,
Everybody do.
I'm like, where did Soldier? Where did that? Not Soldier, but Tweezie Don. Looking at the pictures, I said, okay, the one, the black and white. I said, is that Antoine? And then the other one, there's another picture with the glasses. You look like Coolio. I said, that the Tweezie, the Don persona, like
hmm
that's
Yeah. It pretty. It's a. The name before Tweezie Da Don was too. It wasn't me no more. The first name, and that was a rap name. Me and my partner JC, we were Midwest Crisis. And as an artist, my name was Da Don Pimp Twan.
the Don
And
Pimp Swan.
yeah,
That's a
that was
mouthful.
my, yeah. So once, I got out of that game and got into this side of the game, I didn't want that pimp, attached
Yeah,
to it. So I just put Tweezy the Don,
Tweezie.
and that's
Okay.
where it came. Yeah.
Okay. Now, is there a big difference between the two people?
Uh, Not well. I say it like this: Tweezy the Don is more business. It's about business. It's about the character of your business. It's about the loyalty, how you do business, and just how you carry yourself. Um, the Don Pimp Twine was more artist, just
Okay.
strictly artist. So that's the difference.
Okay, so that's the difference. Okay. So you started out, you went to school, you went to ITT Tech, where you
Yes.
were valedictorian. Congratulations. Shout out to smart boys.
Thank you. Thank
Which is cool to be smart. I don't know why people act like that's a sin. So that just means you took your business serious.
you.
And 2016, so the same year you went to ITT Tech, you established Soldier Blood.
Soldier by
Soldier
blood.
by Blood. I'm
hmm
gonna get this right. So you
Soldier
established
by blood.
Soldier by Blood. Tell people what that means, because I'm glad I went. You sent me a bio and I saw what it meant, because I wasn't sure. And I was like, oh, that's
hmm
pretty cool. So tell people
Yeah.
what that means.
Well, if I don't remember the saying. I remember not verbatim because somebody helped me with it.
Okay.
Um, and shout out to MJ, MJ Hip Hop Connect. She the one my PR. She helped me out with that. But overall, it just means that we all are soldiers. We all are out here doing well. I ain't gonna say. I say we all, but it is also specific people are out here getting, going toward their goals and,
Mhm.
and if you are a person who is really going after what you want, you a soldier out here. So that's that part of it. But for me personally, um, I went into the military 2010, and
Oh, you're a vet. Wait,
yes, I am.
wait. What? Let me do this quick second. Wait. So I didn't know you were a veteran. What branch? Thank you for your service.
Thank Missouri National Guard Army.
Okay. Oh, Army. Okay.
So yeah, I'm a Tim Walsh type of guy. But he was in the Minnesota National Guard. But I was deployed. I went to Afghanistan and I served. I did a year over there, and then I served 11 years all the way. I didn't want to what you call it. I didn't want to do the 20. I wanted to pursue what I'm doing now, and that was the
Mhm.
sacrifice that I took was my military career for this career. So that's why I said. But I'm kind of getting off of the soldier by blood part was when I went to the military
Okay.
and I went through everything. I found out that I was already a soldier. I just
Mhm.
was doing it for the wrong things at that before I joined. So
Okay.
it was like, okay, I've been a soldier. I'm a soldier by blood. You know what I'm saying? I was born a soldier. So that's how I came up with it for myself.
Okay.
and then I just projected it out to everybody else.
Okay, because yeah, on your bio it says Soldier by Blood News Media, a platform to the world where all our dreams come true. It's not just an idea shared with the world, it's a way of life. I didn't know you was a soldier. Makes
Yeah.
sense. It totally makes sense. Um,
Mhm.
once again, thank you for your service. People don't do that anymore. Thank people now. It's just really ugly, and we could go political with this, but I'm not. See, I'm always in a political stance. It's like this stuff has my anxiety in a million, but we're not going. We're not going to talk about that. What were some of the like inspirations to make you create this? Okay, you were in the military. You realized that you were already a soldier, but
Mhm.
what was the inspiration behind creating this? Because you said you like to like get all creatives and support creatives, and what made you get behind this? What was the driving force?
Um, so I had a deep talk with myself and the Most High. And I had to just go back and to when I was just a pure child, pure joy, didn't no bills, no children, and back to an innocent time. And I just wanted to know, I had to figure out like what really made me happy, like what made me happy,
Okay.
and it was always helping people. It was
Okay.
everything it went back to. It was helping people in some type of way. So that was number one, and then I was definitely I believe that I was blessed by the Most High with number one my work ethic, and then number two I am creative.
Mhm.
I'm a creative person, so with all of that being a blessing, that's why I'm in this. That's what my inspiration
Mhm.
was.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yep.
Well, that's a good inspiration. I'm glad that you listened to the voice. It was the voice that told you what to do. And sometimes we're
Mhm.
hard headed and don't listen, but you followed your dreams and your passion. So thank you for that.
Oh,
Um,
no doubt.
what were some of the major milestones? Like, what were some of the major um, happy moments, down moments since creating Soldier by Blood?
By
Soldier
blood.
by
You got
Blood.
it right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
because everybody wasn't for you. I
Oh
know
yeah.
that because when you start being creative and start, share your dream with people, everybody's not going to be for you. You're going to have some that are, some that aren't. So, what were some of your highs and what were some of your lows when starting this?
Well, my first low was I was married at the time that I started Soldier by Blood. And
Okay.
it was a camera and it was a website. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I had to go out and take pictures of people, and I had to network. I had to network, get into the scene, and the person that I was married to wasn't she wasn't
She wasn't
with
feeling
it.
that.
Yeah, she wasn't with it. The first event that I did, I took her with me, and it just she didn't even it didn't even last that. That was a crazy situation. But, I already knew, you know, you know things sometimes.
Yeah,
So
you can feel it.
uh yeah, so that was the lowest, but it happened during the beginning. So
Okay.
when that happened, it really, after it that was hard. I can just be honest with you. That was
Yes.
hard. That was a hard situation, and I even let out some tears when it was all the way when I knew it was over. But
What people don't get, and thank you for saying that, people don't get when you're going through a divorce or a breakup, that's you're mourning that. So it's okay to
yeah,
shed tears and cry. That's normal. That's
oh yeah,
honest. Thank you.
yeah, most doubt, no doubt. But after that, I can say about it's a lot of lows and highs with doing this type of stuff, man. So that was the lowest. One of the highs was getting my building for the podcast. Because I was not going to buy this. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I put the most. I wasn't very eager to buy the place. I would have just leased it, you know, and kept it at that. But I put it in the Most High hands,
Uh-huh.
and even though I'm gonna tell you, getting this building that I'm in, it was a personal. He gave me his own. He's loaning it to me through himself. This is not through no bank. This ain't this or that. None of that. So when that happened, that was because I left it up to the Most High. I was like,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I'm just gonna do what I supposed to do, and if it don't come through, because I didn't think it was gonna go through, and it didn't. It
Mhm.
actually did not go through because the building is kind of it's an old building, so
Mhm.
you know, I'm a VA person. They not gonna let me get this because of the standards. They look out for you for real when it comes to them loaning you the money from them. They want it to be a certain standard, and I knew this wasn't the standard. It ain't bad. It's for where it's at and what it do is perfect. But I knew it wasn't gonna happen, so I said, hey, I'm not gonna act like it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna let the Most High do what He do. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, and the loans was getting rejected, and dude was just like, "Hey, I'll give it to you through me, and we'll do a personal. And after 3 years, if you can, we'll try again to get a
Mhm.
loan, so he can get his money, and then we'll go from there." I said, "All right, I'm cool. I'm gonna pay you your money because it's my dream, you know." So it's no thing. So that was
What's
my
BA?
highs.
Okay, what's BA? You said BA person. I was like, what is that?
Say it again.
When you was like, because you're a BA person, what is that?
Nah, I probably said something else. Probably.
Okay. Okay, you said
Okay.
they wouldn't give it to you.
Oh, VA,
Oh,
VA.
BA. Oh, a vet.
Yeah, yeah, VA.
Why
Because
wouldn't
I
they give
could
it
have.
to you? Oh, the vet wouldn't give it to
No,
you.
the VA wouldn't approve the property
Why?
because it wasn't up to the proper. It wasn't up to its
Standards.
standards or whatever the case may be. You know, it got
Okay.
to be so. But I
Okay.
knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't. I knew that the VA wasn't going to do it because I've been
But you
here.
still had a dream. Right. You still had a
Yeah,
dream. And
yeah,
God had a
yeah.
plan. You had a
All
dream. God
day.
had a plan. You walked through it. Hello, there you go.
That's
Well,
how
all
we
right.
do it.
Walking out on faith. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Okay. So you started. Okay. My City Music. Before we talk about My City Music, let me do a quick. Hi, everybody. This is Bunky. I would like to invite you to my groundbreaking episode of Tea Time with Bunky. I will be having my first live studio audience. Yes, Tea Time with Bunky has a live studio audience for my episode that's airing on October 3rd. Yes, October 3rd. I will be giving away 15 Tea Time with Bunky tickets to the first 15 people that ask for it. So the panel discussion will be menopause, something that all women will be going through one day. So tune in, let's talk about it. Women in different phases of it, and the audience can ask questions and be a part of. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Special Tea Time with Bunky, October 3rd. Hit the button and get your ticket. See you there. Okay. All right. So, and it hit right at the right time. My City, My Music. What is that about? My City, My Music.
Well, I should have updated that, but
Hey,
I'm gonna
Jacob.
I'm gonna
No,
say it
I'm
like,
just saying to hear people. Okay.
oh no, you good. But what's up? What's up, Jacob? I see you. What's up, Rick Boy Shot? How y'all doing? Um, I should have updated it, but it is still a part of my resume. But right now we are separated, and it was a bad breakup, but it wasn't a,
Oh,
you know,
okay. So we don't want to talk about traumatic
nah,
moments.
nah. No, we
We
can
don't,
talk about it. It's tea time with Bunky, but because it's part of the
hey,
the
Chris.
maturation of what
Okay.
was going on. So, that 2016 was my first year. So 2017, I decided to get into podcasting, and My City, My Music was
Okay.
already established. So, shout out to Justin Kiki. He was the owner of that. So
Okay.
I started Louis Wood Radio
Yeah, we were going
as
to get
my
into
first
that.
podcast.
So it's
Yeah.
a radio. It's not. Or
Well,
is it
it's internet. It's podcasting.
okay?
It's yeah. It's streaming. It's not radio. It's not a radio station.
Louis Wood
Uh,
production.
yeah. Louis Wood Production is my production company.
Okay. And Louis Wood is the podcast.
Louis Wood Radio is the
Louis,
podcast.
okay.
Yeah, it's two. It's Louis Wood Production, then it's Louis Wood Radio. Them two different things.
Okay, so what do you talk about on your podcast? Like, what is that basically about?
Well, I'm not on that podcast. I
You're not.
have two other. Yeah, I produce that podcast. That's what Louis Wood Production is. I
Okay.
produce that podcast, and I produce three other podcasts. So I have
And,
multiple podcasts that I'm on
okay.
and that I produce.
That you produce. Do you
Yeah,
host any? Like, or you
I
just a producer?
host. Yes, I host the philosophy show, and
Philosophy.
I host Whose Mic Is This? And No Let Up is more entertainment. So those two are productions.
Okay. Now, how did those come about? What made those? Where did those come from?
I'm creative, right? The Most High. I mean, that's what this is what we do, But if
Hey,
you want
Kenny.
Louis Wood Radio started from me wanting to help the underground here in St. Louis and abroad. Indie music and all of that, entrepreneurs, people who normally don't get a lot of promotion on big radio stations. So that's how Louis Wood Radio came. The philosophy show is pretty much, me and my boys, we'll be talking some good shit, talking about some real stuff. And I'm like, man, we need to be talking like this on a podcast because all we doing is philosophizing.
Mhm.
We trying to figure out how to make it. When we talking to each other, we trying to figure out how to make it. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? So some of these things that we talking about are important to other people.
Right.
So that's how the philosophy show came. As far as what's the other one? Whose mic is this?
Yeah. Who's
I
my
just want to bring like a lad feel, because I do my interviews. I don't be on there. I just let my people's they face be on there, and I just ask them real good personal questions that a lot of podcasters probably don't ask them. You know,
Mhm.
pretty much something like what you doing. I'm just not being seen.
You're behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm behind the scenes because
Okay.
um but and then is a No Let Up podcast is more like a, how can I say it, like a showcase. We do showcases, we do game shows, and then we'll have like live hosts there, and things of that nature. So it's like a variety show of a lot of things and entertainment. So, and we get I forgot to say on philosophy show, since it's election time, we don't always stay political because some people they don't be into it all the time. But since the election started, we have a political section on philosophy. People be looking forward to that. So, but it's
People
just a
love
lot of
to hear
creative.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, especially now.
Okay. Since you said it, and I mentioned my political Tuesday. I don't want to know who you vote for. I don't want to go through all that. I just want to
You
know how do you
can. I'm
feel?
open.
No, because it gets my anxiety and my blood pressure up, so I can't. I can't do
Okay.
it. I can't. So how do you feel about the climate right now? How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna say this. Thank you, Joe Biden. You're one of the smartest political individuals that's been in the game. I love the way that you listen to the people
Yeah.
because I was going to vote for you, period. And I feel how you felt, but you are a smart individual, Joe Biden, for stepping down and putting that queen right where she belongs. So I'm very happy I'm happy now about how it is now. I still feel the same about the orange man,
Ear.
Donald
Yeah, I
Trump.
call him Ear. I don't even say his name.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm, he is who he is, but I
Mhm.
am so Tim Walks. I'm happy right now. I feel very, very good now. At first, I was a little upset. I was a
Yeah.
little yeah. You talking about anxiety? Yeah, I was. Now I can take some of the ignorance a little more now.
I totally feel you on everything that you just said. And
Whew.
people, and it's true, people are like, like the DNC, it was like a party, blah, blah, blah. But now is the real work. Now is the real work. And the way I
Mhm.
explain it to people, it's like I was gonna vote for Biden either way. Either
Yeah.
way, just because I was shaky. I was like, Lord, what is about to happen? I was, but I had my vote. But the DNC and the picking Kamala, Joe did the I give him 2-3 thumbs up. I appreciate what he did.
Mhm.
I was able watching the DNC, I was able to exhale because the whole time I'm holding my breath. That's how I described it.
Yeah.
Like holding my breath. So watching the
Mhm.
DNC, I was able to breathe, smile, and enjoy the moment.
Whew, you heard me?
Yeah, I heard you. It was like
Man,
heart palpitations.
man,
It
I
was
was
crazy, crazy.
nervous.
I'm
Yeah.
still nervous only because I'm nervous because what I'm seeing. Wait, wait. We got to do this quick 1 second. Wait a second. Because I like this. Wait, wrong one. Wait. 1 second. There we go. What I'm seeing is people just don't seem to care. He can say and do whatever he wants to say and do. Nobody is holding him accountable, which makes me extremely nervous. Makes me extremely nervous. Is
Yeah.
making me question once again people's morals, what you would accept,
Mm. Yeah.
the way he talks about women. You have a mother and daughter, but this is the same dude who tried to hit on his daughter. So what do you expect? But the fact that you can let that pass and still be like, well, it's what he stands for. What does he stand for?
Right. What do you? That's what
Right.
I'm
If
at.
that's okay,
Whew.
if their agenda is okay with you, then that's not okay with me.
Yeah.
I can't rock with you because I
I'm
don't know
with
what you're saying in the dark. Like, what are you
you.
saying when I'm
Right.
not there?
Right.
Okay,
Man,
so
it's
okay, we got.
weird. And could I say this?
You can say whatever you
Like
want.
if people believe if people believe in the white privilege thing,
Mhm.
Donald Trump is exactly that. He's ain't no way. I'm talking about even he getting more white privilege than any other white person that ran for that goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like,
Then let
come
me
on.
ask you. Let me ask you. Maybe you can help me with this. I didn't ask Shad this because it didn't hit me. I'm sure we'll talk about it after. But you being a black man, and they're talking
Mhm.
about black men stand with him. Why
Yeah.
is that? I don't understand it.
Woo. Let me hit the tea so
Yeah,
I can say
get a
this.
drink.
All right. Before I say this, hey, I see VGN TV
Yeah,
network on there.
VGN.
Shout out to Kimmy K. Yeah, we are partners,
Yes,
BGN TV.
VGN.
So
Yeah, we
Louisville
are
Production and
VGN.
BGN TV all
Yeah.
day. So I cannot sit here and tell you why some people would even be on it, but I'm going to tell you how I feel about it.
Okay.
Um, First of all, she black. That's number one. She is mixed race. That's number one. But she is black.
Okay.
And if she was, because people always talking about back in the day, people minds are always stuck in back in the day, back in the day. If that was back in the day, she would be black and she would be
Yeah.
treated black.
Yes, she would.
Okay. So that's number one. Number two, she was a prosecutor. She was attorney general. She was a circuit attorney. She was a senator, and she was vice president.
Right.
She's qualified.
She's more than qualified.
She's qualified.
Right.
There you go. She's way more than qualified. And
yeah.
just to let you know, I thought Hillary was way qualified too.
Yes.
So, but I'm gonna stick to Kamala. Third thing, have you met her husband? I know he's white, but have you met her? Have you heard him talk?
He is the man, just like Waltz is the man. I'm like, Kamala's husband reminds me of my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, he reminds me. I'm like,
come on, man.
Yes.
Come on.
People have to, first of all, look past the color on some things. You have to. Because we all bleed red. Hello, we do.
Yeah.
And like you said, you voted for, well, number one, she's black, Kamala. And somebody asked me, are you only going to vote for her because she's black?
No,
that's not it. Because what's her name? Candace. What's Candace? Candace.
I can't.
You know what I'm talking about? That Candace person. If she was running, I wouldn't vote for her because I don't like anything about her. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just that Kamala is black, qualified, beautiful.
She qualified.
Hello. With her Converse sneakers. I love her. And she's regular. She's a regular. She's not high up there with her nose is so high. She relates to the people. You know, so I love it. She got my vote all day. Now on your show, when you guys talk about this, what does that look like?
Well, it's just like people come on there talking that ignorant. Oh, man, did you look at the real when she said that? I'm like, listen.
We all did stuff in our past. If anybody say that they never said or did anything that they're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, it's a lie. It's
listen to look who we compare. And I'm sorry, listen. Who are we comparing her to?
The two people that we're comparing her to. The two it's disgusting.
Who are we comparing her to?
They need to be ashamed of themselves. That's how I feel.
Yeah, so my thing is if it wasn't the dump to Trump, then I might listen to you a little bit, but not really, because you're not talking about no policies. You're not talking about what she gonna do for us. You can't even say what she done. You can't say she's not qualified, because if you say
he calls her dumb,
and I'm out of that.
Really, you gonna call her dumb, and you got fake universities?
Donald Trump, please, please, brother. Yeah, I'm with you. We can go on a tantrum about all that. I was mad when he won the first time. Oh my goodness, you just don't know how many people I went off on. because I'm in a union, and I'm thinking that the union, this is my thought, and I was in the military. But I know military is, military. But the union, like I'm in a electrical union.
Okay.
So, and we had the right to work also that year that was going to be on if our governor who was with Trump won. So they all voted them in. Like, and I'm looking at all these people in my union, and I'm looking at them because they was shitting on Hillary the whole time, and I'm like, what is you talking about emails for? Y'all never tripped off anybody with emails. What are y'all talking about?
No.
This is Donald Trump. And then if you vote him in, right to work come in. Right to work came, but we beat it. We had to fight it to beat it. But I'm like, we wouldn't have had to fight that if you wouldn't have voted this guy in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been, I fell out with some people in military and all that because of that, man. But I had to learn that I can't, even though now I got the passion for it. That's just an obvious thing, but I got to cut it off sometimes. Like cut it off to where I'm not disrespecting people for because I fought.
But who they voting for, right?
If that's who you voting for, you do have that right and that privilege. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it do make me look at you. It makes us look at the world a little different and see how fragile our democracy really is.
He's trying
You
to strip
know,
it. He's trying to take it away, and people voting for him to take it away.
right?
Make it make sense.
It's not making sense.
It
Especially
doesn't.
these people who looking at me and we going through the same thing. So
I don't get it.
yeah.
I don't get it. You was talking about the emails, but I mean, remember all the criticism your president Barack Obama got for wearing a tan suit. A tan
Oh my goodness.
suit.
Man.
I think that's why Kamala wore a tan suit the other day. I think that's what she wore. It was a nod. It was a nod. We got to do the second. Look, I'm not even doing. No, I got to do another. No, I'll do a commercial after. Look, when the conversations get good, I'm like, what am I going to do? Wait, second blackout. Okay, there we go. I can talk about this type of stuff all day, but I don't want to take away from you. But you talk about this stuff all on your podcast. So this is something that you talk about. Yeah.
Oh, it is. And I'll enjoy talking about it.
How do you get people to come on? Like, do you have the other side come on? Or do you just have
they just I pick them randomly, and man, I had a few people in here that just
where'd he go? Did they shoot him out? Where did he go? Oh, there you go. I was like, oh, where'd he go?
Oh yeah. But it's just, I'm not, how can I say, I'm not looking to get people on from the other side. I'm really getting people on to give them information about what's going on, because a lot of these people that I know don't really know. So I bring on clips and educate them about both sides,
right,
and then look them in their eye and be like, okay, what's up? What you think?
Now make an informed decision now that you know what's going on.
Go. Yes. And that's my whole point. And I try to listen to what they say to figure out they mental. And only thing I can say, and I'm gonna give you this, because I haven't told this to nobody but my queen.
That's tea time.
Hey, tea time. Trump is feeding off the dark side of people.
If you look at the DNC, you can see that. That was dark, doom and gloom into the world. And the DNC was like, yay, let's come together, let's unify, let's be there. Hey. Let's be a great America, because
it's not 1960s no more. No. I remember it was a time like we got to get out of that old thinking that there's invisible people suppressing us. I'm not owned by nobody. I get if you want to have a slave mentality because that's your mind. That's your mind. That's not happening no more. I don't get. I see so many people that look like me that's doing great things. I ain't saying the world is kumbaya, but you need to get around people that want to do things and not stuck. Those are to me the black men who hating on Kamala, is because they still in that dark side. You thinking that's your ex-woman or your whoever you was mad at and all that. That's not her. That is a professional woman. Give her fucking props. Stop acting like that. That makes you look bad, especially if it's not, you can't say certain things when it's not true. You sound stupid. You sound stupid to me. So that's where I'm at with it. That's what I've learned now. It's like people, they dark side kind of keeps them in a space where they not gonna grow, and it's going, it's a perpetrating. They're gonna continue to go through the same failures and think people after them that's not. Then they, it's like that's what he's doing.
He is bugging. That dude is bugging out. He is spiraling, and I just watch him. I'll be like, yo, but I'm still on that note. I'm still afraid because you still have these backward-minded people.
Yes,
that just. They can't think for themselves. Like, at the end of the day, this man don't care nothing about you.
I can't see how they don't see it.
His ex-wife is buried on his golf course with no headstone, and grass is growing all over it.
Wow.
I mean, like, he buried her in the golf course and didn't even cut the grass. What kind of mess is that? Like, what are
Yeah,
you
that dude
saying?
crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to be the president no more. Luckily,
Oh my God.
luckily he didn't get to do what he needed to do his first one because he really didn't know how it worked, and I could
Right.
tell.
But we know it's
But
going to happen. Lord forbid he gets in a second term. There's no limit.
ooh, oh, it's
Everything
none.
is going to be, and people are like, well, you shouldn't look at it. You're what is it? You're fanning the flames of trying to do scariness. Listen, everybody knows Project 2025 because everybody keep talking about. You know what it is.
Yeah.
You know that this man is trying to strip away democracy. He's trying to get away with all of his crimes once he becomes president. Then he's gonna make himself immune to all that. Yo, look, if Barack Obama had those felonies, those one felony, let alone 34, 39. If
liable or rape, come on.
First of all, he would be underneath the jail.
Man.
He would be, I mean, they wanted to put Hillary Clinton in jail for emails. Are you really?
Emails.
He had his people, them insurrectionists, when everybody watched on January 6th, everybody watched it happen because we were all working from home, watching this mess happen. He wants to let them go. He calls them good people. Good people?
Right.
When we're marching for George Floyd, we're a mob. And make it make sense.
It's not. It's not making sense to me.
And it's not black or white. And I'm not making it that, but it is what it is. You look at it, call a chicken a chicken. It's what it is, you know?
Yeah, and that's on him. He the type, the person that's going to make you have to think like that. He the one who play those games, them decisive games. You know, we ain't tripping off that. Kamala ain't tripping off black and white. We're tripping off of Americans. This is what that's what Martin Luther King fought for. If Martin Luther King was alive right now I ain't talking about the culture as a whole, but as far as the political and law, we have way more people that look like us in that situation. Within 8 years? I'll just say 16 years of this last 16 years, we had one black president, male. And then we had one black woman vice president.
Right.
Come on.
I never thought I would see it.
I thought I would never.
Bill Clinton was the closest to black I thought we'd ever see. Bill Clinton, I'm like, he's the closest we'll ever see.
And while y'all shitting on my boy Joe Biden, that's why I'm gonna always give my boy Joe Biden some props. I'm gonna give him his props. He was part of both of those situations. Oh, did I forget about the first black woman Supreme Judge? Did I forget about
Marshall?
that?
Who?
No,
the woman.
The woman. Yeah, she got one of them names.
She got one of them names. Yeah. I'm looking at her face. I know.
Yeah. Guess who did that? Biden. Stop playing. That's why they want to go backwards. Yeah. The dark side is looking way different. So stop it. Stop it. This is a different America. This is what it's supposed to be. So don't let this guy try to strip back stuff like that, man. They took away affirmative action. How much more do you need? Like
they're trying to strip us of our history. They really taking books out of school
and then calling it woke. Come on, man.
Come on. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, but my thing is, we are winning. We are winning. And we should stay vigilant, like you saying, and you better turn out to vote. And we need to get all these people like these people that's talking stuff about Kamala and saying, won't you run for something? I don't want to hear nobody talking nothing. Won't you run for something? That's what I'm going to tell them. You run for something.
Those people, like I said, it blows my mind, especially like the black men. I saw this, I was watching one of the news networks and they showed one of Ear's commercials and it was black women talking about how they're not voting, they're not running with Kamala. I am proud to say that I was one of those the black women for Kamala call. I was one of the first 44,000. I was on that call. And let me tell you, when I first tried to get on it, Zoom wasn't set up for it. When they sent the message out, Zoom at the time was only set for 1,000 people, only 1,000 people.
Mm.
Mind you, the call was at 8:30. I called at 8:20, couldn't get in.
Mm.
And me and my sisters and my cousins, we texting each other. Did you get in? Did you get in? Like, no, we're on the wait. We're on the wait. At 8:40, it opened up. Somehow they did something with Zoom. Zoom opened it up. And I think it was the first 44,000. I think it was a total of 72,000. Can you imagine what it felt like sitting on that call? And I'm seeing famous people like the Zoom call, and you're seeing them, and I'm like, oh my God. And then the next day, they had white women for Kamala, which had over 100,000.
Nice.
Then they had the black men for Kamala. Then they had the white men for Kamala. So it's like the energy is there.
Yes.
It's there. And people need not be afraid of this bully.
Right.
And the narrative that's going out there. Now, I don't know about Missouri. I have my ideas of Missouri. I don't know because I've never been there. But like I know here where I live in a rural area of New York. I'm not in the city. I'm not in the concrete jungle. Where I go places and I see Katanji. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you.
That's the beautiful name.
Yeah.
Katanji Brown Jackson.
Hey, senior, you can't get more black than that. So like I at one point worked for my county, right? I worked for the county, and I work in a position now, a different job where I drive around the county, right? Mm-hmm. People don't understand, and I try to explain to them. People don't understand. Villagers on deck. Yes, sir, senior.
What up, Senior G?
My anxiety when I see the American flag and I see a Trump flag, because now at this time, they like mean the same depending on where they are.
Yeah.
Depending on the location. And people don't get that. I'm like, I'm a little 5 foot black woman going into these places, and I see these flags. I don't know where I'm going, but I can feel the message behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people don't get that. That's what this man is trying to do. They need to understand that.
They don't get it. They don't get it. And the thing is, I'm that's why I keep saying it. Trump is going for the dark side. And you know, it's crazy you just said about, because I do Instacourt, you know what I'm saying? So I go out in them areas on purpose, you know what I'm saying? And I see Trump won the election, and you know it, and Trump
crazy. They need to
stop
it.
And I'm walking through the stores, and I'm just looking at people, and these people, you know, to be real with you, I don't know about all of them, but the ones that I see, they don't get it. Let me give you a story.
They didn't grow up in our skin. If they're not in our skin, you don't have a clue.
They don't get it. They are. Listen, let me tell you this. This would almost. I was so proud of myself, Bunky. I swear I was. I'm working with one of my co-workers in the union. White guy, older white guy. Got a son. He was showing the car that he fixed up for him. He was like a 9-year-old, 10-year-old. He did little kid drag racing or something. Why, when I looked at this car, he had a fucking Trump flag on it? And when he saw that I saw it, he was like, "Oh yeah, he should have just did not say what he said. He could have just. I wouldn't have cared if he didn't say anything. But he was like, oh yeah, my son wanted the Trump flag on there. I'm like,
well, he's a kid. What is he hearing? What is he seeing at home?
You what? Why would you want to? Bunky, I did not say nothing to him at all about it. Period.
I wonder if he felt it.
He probably did. You know, he probably.
I wonder if he corrected that. I wonder if he had the conversation with his son about your reaction.
Nah, he probably didn't. I don't think. Yeah, but I didn't. It wasn't like he wasn't really. He was talking to somebody else, and I kind of just seen it by looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So he probably didn't see my reaction, but I mean, come on. If
Oh my
you
God.
you gotta have you well, the way black men are now, he probably think I am voting for Trump.
He
But
probably, yeah, because they out of control. But I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know a black man that's voting, but that's a lie. I do. I do. And we have this conversation, and it had got to the point I'm like, well, we agree to disagree. I'm not going to disrespect you. Don't try to convert me, because then I'm going to go off.
Right.
Don't try to hold him up in his shenanigans, because then I'm going to go off. So just respect my space. Like, that's where we are. Respect my space. I won't cut you off. Just don't come for me with that mess. And I've learned that this year, this election, because I lost a lot of friends and relationships last time this dude was running, because I saw them for who they were. And now I'm seeing people again. Here in VA, I saw flashing signs in front of a business saying vote for Trump. Yeah, that's that South. You can keep that mess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they think it's okay.
Like, why would you? I don't know.
So when you have these conversations on your show, do some of your people get upset? Because like I have a politician coming on next week. She's running for Senate district here. I try to have, for my political Tuesday, I try to have politicians on to get what they running on and see what's going on. And I can honestly say, when I first started my political Tuesday, and still to this day, I have not gotten a Republican that was willing to come and sit on my show. Not one.
Call one of them. Call Tim Scott. Call Tim Scott, or that one other black dude that's a politician. I don't know if you can. He may be on there, boy.
No, I mean, like I have locals.
His name.
That Tim Scott.
Yeah, that dude's something else.
He is.
It's another one. I don't remember his name though. I believe he's from I can't remember. I don't even. Yeah, but it's two of them that be stroking the orange man. Yeah, and it's weird.
Well, I'm glad. I was scared to ask you initially, like where you were going, because I don't know how the vibes are out there in St. Louis.
It's all everywhere.
It's
and
everywhere.
On that question where you was asking, do people get mad? I done had a few people, but this was pre. Well, I had one person lately. He was like, "I'm giving Donald Trump to this. There's somebody behind them and this and that." I'm like, "Okay, tell me who it is." I don't know. You don't know then. I'm talking about Trump. These are things that he done that we know. Before Kamala became vice president, it was a whole lot of. I got women. I was like, this was one woman, man, and she was a rapper, and she was straight. What she was telling me was like, yeah, when Trump was in, he was giving them checks and this and that. I'm like,
we were on the shutdown.
I'm like, wow.
People have selective memory. Ooh. They really do. They don't remembering all the people that died under his watch or whatever. They're not thinking about all of that. But let me ask you, do you talk about your local politicians? Because we know, okay, Kamala and Ear are in the front now. They're in the front. But do you talk about the local politicians who make the laws really for us? Like, do you talk about them?
Well, on the philosophy show, we don't. We just keep it national. We keep it. I'm focused just on national, right, and that's it. But we have a strong local following and all of that. We're in St. Louis anyway. As far as the whole Missouri, we are Republican. It's Republican. We have a Republican state. Our city is Democratic, or I say 70-30. But we got a lot of rural that comes up to our city. Of course, you know how that be, because all the jobs is up in the big city. So we have a lot of rural individuals that come up, and my thing is, y'all so Republican, but y'all coming to a Democratic city getting our money. But, I ain't finna go there because everybody got to live. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm reverse. New York is a Democratic city, but I think I live in a Republican county.
Okay.
I think Sullivan is Republican. I'm not sure, but Oh, I talk about them too. Oh, I talk about the local politicians. Oh, yes, I do. Oh yeah.
And you should. That's the more important,
Yeah.
for real. That's
Yeah.
the most important.
Yeah.
So
They get
uh,
on my whole nerves and they know it. They know they get on my nerves. And I wasn't always like this. And that's the thing. Like I tell people, I didn't get a voice. I didn't start speaking out until I was 50. I didn't start. Yeah.
well,
I don't know.
that's a good time to speak out. You're
Yeah, that changed.
wiser.
You're a lot wiser. You're a lot wiser.
Yeah.
And you really change once you hit that age. You're like,
Mhm.
you get a clear mind and you don't go for the shenanigans anymore.
Mhm.
What's your favorite show? Because we're like winding down. It's coming. Okay, let's get to you being the what are you?
I'm
Come
like,
on, what are you? Oh, the executive village director of VGN. I'm like, what are you? You're not helping. You got on the politics and
it's
so
all
what is
good.
that?
It was needed. You gotta ask Senior G, and you gotta ask
Kimmy
Kimmy
K?
K. Yeah,
Okay.
they know more about what that exactly is. Because right now I'm pretty much producing podcasters and bringing them in and putting them on the network and the app and promoting. They know more about
What
what that
the
actually is.
exact title is. How
Yeah.
does it feel like working with so many creatives? Like you had mentioned in your bio how you love like basically encouraging people and giving the people a push. How does that feel? Like what if you come across somebody who's they've been doing it for a short period of time, and as you know, this is exhausting. People think this is easy. They see it and they're like, oh, that's easy, I can do that. But it's a lot behind it. So what do you say to someone who's just starting out? What would you tell a younger you? What would you tell?
Um, for me, man, I would say stay consistent, uh, stay open minded, keep your creative juice going, network, and don't stop because this podcasting is a blessing for real. A lot of people might use it for, everything is used for whatever, but as far as people like us, it's a blessing.
Right.
It's like this right now is therapy,
Yeah.
for me.
Yes.
So if you don't love this and you're not really into it, because like you said, you started talking at around 50, you know, when I got into this, I didn't like talking to a lot of people. I just didn't want to do that,
Right.
But like I said, I talk to the Most High, and the Most High once that you got to do what you got to do.
When he tell you what to do, when he say move, you got to move. That's
You got to do
basically
it. So that's what I would say, man. If you don't love this, if it's a hobby, you do what you do, but
right.
it can't be a hobby. This is something you have to love doing, and
Right.
and that's what I would tell. My younger self, man, I can't really tell them nothing. I think I'm happy with where I'm at.
Okay. You was like, you can't tell them nothing. Yeah, because your younger person probably wouldn't have listened anyway. You know them younger self. That was funny when you said it can't, if it's a hobby, because I know people that started out around the same time or whatever. I honestly, God didn't see Tea Time with Bunky going this far. I didn't, but God had other plans. They went and there are several people that went and bought all this expensive equipment and got all of it. I'm like, I got a laptop, like all this expensive equipment and aren't here today because the consistency and the love and the passion wasn't there. Now you can have the love kind of. Sometimes I think if you weren't called to do it, because like with any gift, you have to be called to do it. Like when I took my three-week break, I was like, I need a break, because at that time I didn't tell Kimmy and Senior, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do tea time anymore. I'm like, I don't want to do this. And I took my 3-week break around July. I needed a vacation, my first vacation in 3 years.
Mm,
And when
yeah.
I got back to it, I mean, consistent. I've been consistent for 3 years. When I got back to it, it's like God, we put a new battery in my back.
Yeah.
So that's how I know that it was meant to be. You know, because
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, Lord, I hear you. I hear you.
No
Before,
doubt.
like that's how I talk to him. I'll be like, Lord, I see you, I hear you, I know, you know. But
Mhm.
before I let you go, tell the people where they can find you and anything you need anybody to know.
Okay. Well,
Now,
you can
Tweezie
find.
Da Don.
Uh-huh. You say? Uh, you can find me at Antoine Larry. The name right there, ANTIONELARRY. That's on Facebook. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook. So if you want to see a lot of things that I do, go on there. Instagram is Soldier by Blood. It's spelled the right way, all one word. Soldier by Blood, all one word. You can go to there on my Instagram. I show a lot of some of my works and I do reels, you know, and you can see a lot of my guests on the podcasts and things of that nature. And you can also go to soldierbyblood.com and check out upcoming events and things of that. We got the Yours Awards coming up November 10th. You can check out and go vote for people on Soldier by Blood. Go to Yours Awards
Thank you, sir.
2024 and you can go vote. So make sure you do that, please. And I'm having a good time. I appreciate you bringing me on, and shout out to the BGN Network for show.
Thank you.
This was great.
This
Thank
was a really good, refreshing show.
you.
Refreshing. So thank you so much.
Yes.
And those, like he said, if you're looking for him, you can go find him on Facebook, Antoine Larry, Facebook,
Mhm.
Instagram, Soldier by Blood, one word, or go to his website, soldierbyblood.com or Louis. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Equals Louis Wood Production. I'll be messing up
Yeah.
sometimes. So, and also shout out to the BGN Village Global Network for your support. You can catch Tea Time with Bunky on Thursdays at 8 a.m. on Culture Shock Radio, Confidence Radio, Radio Facetto, Rockbox Radio, Rock the Music, and Gnarly FM, all on the BGN with additional online support by Radio Box. Go download the app. BGN is free, where you can hear it in over 200 countries. You can catch Tea Time with Bunky, regular Tea Time with Bunky, on Thursdays at 7 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Political Tuesdays up until election and a couple of times after that, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you to everybody who participated in my book bag giveaway. All of those
Mhm.
kids, y'all have your book bags by tomorrow, Saturday. Tomorrow, Saturday, for the person that I'm waiting for their list. I'm just waiting for a parent to give me their list. I have the classes, but I don't have the list, and that is different supplies that they need. And also, you can go on Saturday to the Rec Center, 45 North Main Liberty. They're doing a back to school book bag, not book bag, back to school supplies, which book bags, everything. They're doing a bike giveaway. Shout out to the Rec Center. They're giving away a bike. And then you have Mel that's going to be there. Mel and Shad help with my back to school. They match my 3 book bags, so I appreciate them. But Mel is giving away school clothes, new school clothes. So we're doing the thing over here. You got to be in it, support the community. So I appreciate you all. Appreciate the BGN. The Don, I appreciate you. Come back anytime you have
Same
something
to
going
you.
on. Let me know, and we can link up. It'll be fun. So I will
Will
catch you
do.
guys on Tuesday. Catch you guys on Tuesday, Political Tuesday. Bye bye now.